गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनातीरे वनचारि यमुनातीरे वनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गौर हरि जय गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गौर हरि जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Jayo Gaura Sundara Jaya Gaura Sundara Gaura Sundara Jaya Gaura Sundara Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Srila Gurudev. So today we are going to discuss chapter number 3, verse number 22nd. Sloka 22nd chapter 3. So first I am reciting and then we will recite together. न मे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम न मे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानावाप्तं वाप्तव्यम वर्त एव च कर्मणि न मे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानावाप्तं वाप्तव्यम वर्त एव च कर्मणि. Anyone want to recite it? Please. न मे पार्थस्ति कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन वाप्तव्यम नानावाप्तं वाप्तव्यम वर्त एव च कर्मणि. Anyone else want to recite? Please. न मे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानावाप्तं वाप्तव्यम वर्त एव च कर्मणि. न मे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानावाप्तं वाप्तव्यम वर्त एव च कर्मणि. So we are going to word meaning. That's na, not, me, mine. Partha, O son of Partha. Asti, there is. Kartavyam, prescribed duty. Ritu, Trisu, in the three. Lokeshu, planetary system. Kinchana, any. Na, nothing. Avanne vapyam, anavapyam. Wanted, vapitam, to be gain. Varetu, I am engaged. Eve, certainly. Cha, also. Karmani, in prescribed duty. Translation. O son of Partha, there is no work prescribed for me within the three planetary system, nor I am in want to be anything, nor have I a need to be obtained anything, and yet I am engaged in the prescribed duty. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Supreme Personality of Godhead is described in the Vedic literature as followed: Tama Ishwaram Paramam Maheshwaram Tama Devatam Paramam Dat Divyatam Par Pati Patim Patitam Patinam Paramam Prasatyada Vidam Devatam भुवनेश्वम इदितं नातशेखरण्यं कराण्यं च विद्यते न तत्सम च व्याभिकेश च दृश्यते प्रास्य शक्तिर्विविध्य सूर्याते सव्या सभ्याविक ज्ञान बलाकृते च. The Supreme Lord is the controller of all the other controllers, and He is the greatest of all the diverse planetary leaders. Everyone is under His control. All entities are delegated to with particular power only by the Supreme Lord. They are not supreme themselves. He is also worshipable by all demigods and is the supreme director of all directors. Therefore, he is transcendental to all kind of material leaders and controlled and controller and is worshipable by all. There is no one greater than him, and he is the supreme cause of all causes. He does not possess a bodily form like that of an ordinary living entity. There is no difference between his body and his soul. He is absolute. All his senses are transcendental. Any one of his senses can perform the action of any other senses. Therefore, no one is greater than him or equal to him. His potency are multifarious and thus his deed are automatically performed as a natural sequence. This is taken by Sweta Upanishad, chapter 6, verse number 7 and 8. Since everything is in full opulence in the personality of Godhead and is existing in full truth, there is no duty for the supreme personality of Godhead to perform. One who must receive the result of work has some designated duty, but one who has nothing to achieve within the three planetary system certainly has no duty, and yet Lord Krishna is engaged on the battlefield of Kurukshetra as the leader of Kshatriya, because the Kshatriya are duty bounded to give protection to the distress. Although he is above all the regulation of the revealed scriptures, he does not do anything that violate the revealed scriptures. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्ये नमो विष्णुं सदाशिवं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुक्तपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथं सजीवं सवाधुतं सवाधुतं परिजना साहित्य कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदा सागना ललिता श्री विशाखावितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णव्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So that's we are talking about that's the Karma Yoga. That third chapter is basically completely based on the Karma Yoga. So when we will talk about Karma Yoga, what's come in our mind? That's basically in general what it's come in our mind. That's we have to perform our duty. We have to perform our responsibility. That is Karma Yoga for general people in general. That is known as our karma responsibility is known as a karma yoga, but that is not a karma yoga, because when we used to when we will see that why what is our responsibility, what we are doing that is matching to our responsibility, what we think about responsibility, is it correct responsibility or not. So generally we used to do sense gratification, and we think that we are doing a responsibility. So there are basic two things, that's one thing that's we need something, and another that's we want some things. So these two things are basically related to us, that's something is required for us and something we want to gain it. So it's something, if it is required for us, it's okay, but something we want to gain us, without that we also can do it. But gaining that we want is, that means we want to enjoy our senses, we want to own the things and enjoy ourselves, that's why we are doing those things. So basically like suppose we can stay in one room itself, but what we want, if someone will tell that you can stay in this room, so we will reject it, no, I don't want to stay here, it's in one room, what I will do? For sleeping we need one 6 foot bed only, but someone will tell that you have to stay here in this room, you will tell no, no, we need one at least 2 bhk, or if you will get one big bungalow, that is really good. But is it requirement for us? The requirement is only bed, but what, that's for our sense gratification, that's we want to enjoy the things. So we include it with our responsibility, that's it is our responsibility to earn it. That's why we are working day and night on the name of responsibility. What we used to do, we used to do hard work, and behalf of that we used to earn little money. And but is this our responsibility to do day and night unnecessary? That's unnecessarily we are doing too much hard work there, it's not required, that's earning it, that yes, we should earn that, it is sufficient to survive ourselves and grow in our spiritual life. That's in both way it should be balanced, but it should not be like in that day and night we are working, and because our neighbor is using BMW, we also need BMW, either it will create problem. We can also, that's like normal, that's when we are, that's going in normal life, that's we can use also a scooty to travel from one place to another place to going to office. But what we want, that's no, that's a scooty is not good, that's at least we need bullet or some bike, that's people use to see, that's when I am crossing the road. So this is our mentality, that's the way we used to our live our life. So we should not be in that way. But here that's Lord is telling, that's what is the meaning of when we used to sense enjoyment, that tell us that we are doing the karma, that karma is going, it will create reaction and we need to suffer it due to that. But are we really trying to do that things which is required for? We are only focusing to satisfy our ego, we want to enjoy the things and we want to satisfy the ego. We are not doing karma yoga. The karma yoga itself in the word, that's which is relating to Lord. Yoga, that means which the way which we used to relate with Lord. Any type of yoga, Ashtanga yoga, karma yoga, or whatever yoga process is there, the word yoga itself means to relating to the Lord. That's it's a way to achieve the Lord. That is the meaning of yoga. But in karma yoga, if you will go and ask anyone, that's normal people, we will see and check with them, everyone will used to tell like that, no, this is my duty, this is my responsibility, I am doing karma yoga. That is not karma yoga, that is just we are making fool ourselves. The karma yoga, that means which relate to our Lord. But in Bhagavad Gita, if you will go and see verse number 10, chapter 3, that's Lord is telling, सह यज्ञा प्रजा सृष्टे पुरोवाच प्रजापति अन्येन प्रसाविष्य धमेश वो अस्तित्वष्टमक मधुकः. So in this beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent fourth generation of man and demigods, along with sacrifice for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, be taught happy by this yajna sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you who everything described for living happily and achieve liberations. So from beginning itself, Lord is motivating us. Lord is uh, facilitated to do our service. That's we should not be detached. We should not think like that. So we without doing service we will get it anything. But which type of karma we should do? We should be careful about it. Lord facilitating. That's we should. Lord is facilitating. Lord is. Mm, we can say that Lord is provide. That's He is encouraging us, not facilitating, encouraging us to do our karma. So, if are we doing our karma? That's if it is related. If the karma yoga means that's the way to achieve the Lord, and what we are doing, we are in IT generally in IT. What we used to do, we having 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. We used to do hard work for office, and in result of that's what we used to get. We used to suffer too like we used to suffer like anything. Most of the people having lots of health issue. Uh, we are suffering from health problem. We having that's the lots of anxiety. We having in different way. We having lots of anxiety, but still that's we are not. If we will talk to the people that's who are earning like lakhs or lakhs of month every month, if we will talk to them, they will literally tell that no, I am not satisfied with that earning. I want more, and still he know that due to that I am also suffering. Due to that only I am suffering. Uh, they will tell I have back pain, I have a headache, I cannot sit for 2 hours, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I have a digestion problem, but still he is doing same thing, and he will do that. Sir. If you will ask anyone that's what are you doing this, they will do I am doing my responsibility. If I will not do that, we cannot survive. It is Bangalore is too costly city. Why you are here? If you are earning that much because your family is required for survival purpose, if you are earning that much, it is good. But if you are earning for BMW, that's I want to go in BMW, is it useful for us? It's not useful, it is not worthful for us. If we are spending our time, if we are spending something that's which is relating to karma yoga, even which work is relating to that's a god, that's we are going to closer towards god, so that it's a karma yoga, not that's we are earning and spending for good bungalow, good BMW or something else that is useless. We can travel by that's normal car, no? That's a Maruti car also we can travel, but the people are earning and they used to show their status. Yes, I am traveling. See this BMW I have purchased in 1 crore. It's a worth of 1 crore. They used to fight for that also. So it should not be. That's a kartabya. Mean that's we should fulfill our requirement, but not we should uh, too much indulge in those material activity. Here in that verse number 9, if you will see the chapter third only, verse number 9, Lord is telling, work done as a sacrifice of Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work cause bondage in the material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. And what we are doing, we used to do all the karma which creates bondage for us. Whatever we used to do, that's normal day to day life, because we are not following the path of prescribed duty, we are not doing karma yoga, so it creates bondage for us. We are thinking that we are doing that much hard work, we are doing this, we are doing that, but it is creating bondage for us. Like if we if we are from that IT background, then we know the algorithm. That's the Google algorithm. Search algorithm is too complex, no? Like this karma algorithm is too complicated. That's we used to cry like that. What I did, that's today I am getting, today I am suffering, but we don't know that which karma is now becoming fruitful and it's giving us fruits. That's now it's prepared, now it's matured, and it's giving result to us. We don't know that's in which birth what we did, and when we get that result we used to cry. That's I never did wrong anything with anyone. I am too saintly person. I will not don't think about anyone. But they don't think that's not today. Yesterday you did, and today you are getting that result. So that is that way. That's always that's Lord have encouraged us to do our perform our duty. That's the karma yoga is a good thing. That but really we are doing the karma yoga. That is sensible part. That's we should understand. We should think about that. The, that's the when in the battlefield of Kurukshetra itself, Lord Sri Krishna, if you will go in back and see, that's in first chapter when Arjuna was refusing to for fight. That he was telling that no, that I don't want to fight. He was giving many reasons, not one single one reason. He was giving many reasons that I don't want to fight it in battlefield. So that time, Lord himself try to induce him. That's you should fight it because this is your karma. You are a Kshatriya, you are bound to fight. This is you are Kshatriya, you are bound to fight it. It's not like that now you are Kshatriya and when your duty comes, you will become no. Now I will go and beg. I will not become. I will not going to involve in war. So this is not your duty. Your duty is to protect your citizen who is suffering. It is your duty to protect them. You cannot tell that no, I don't want to fight. This is your responsibility. You have to fight. But when Arjuna was giving many, that's if you are regularly attending the session, that's we had gone through. That's what all the Arjuna was telling. That's the or if you will fight, there many people will die. This will karma will come to us. Lots of excuse Arjuna had given. But we should also think that Arjuna was not like a coward person. That he was not excusing because he was not. He don't want to do the work. He don't want to perform his work. He was excusing because he was a pure devotee. He has compassionate about other living entity. That's why he was telling that's they will also suffer. I will also suffer. Why we should do such type of karma? That's why he was talking. He was telling to Krishna, but when Krishna induced him, when Krishna convinced him that this is your duty, you should perform that, then Arjuna become Arjuna become agree to fight. So we should try to understand the Bhagavad essence of Bhagavad Gita. That's when we will go in little depth, then we will understand that what Bhagavad Gita used to tell. But in general, people that's when we used to see people used to tell like that. Bhagavad Gita is basically that's a removal. That's it's we used to tell. They used to tell like that. Don't read Bhagavad Gita now because it will divert you from your path. Yes, people used to tell that it will divert you from your path. So we should not read Bhagavad Gita. Is it like that when we are reading? Are we getting something like that? See, Krishna is telling, don't do your karma. Just simply sit and eat. Never, when we read the Bhagavad Gita, never that we will come to know that's even single point Krishna is telling or anywhere that's written that's be idle, sit and misuse your time or waste your time or do any wrong thing. It's in Bhagavad Gita. It's a complete essence of that manual of that. If you will go little in depth, we will come to know that this is a manual of life. We will come how to live our life. We will come to know from here. And if we are living our life on the basis of scriptures, it is very scientific. It's not like we will having that lots of we will come out from lots of anxiety if we are sincerely if we are practicing. So we will come out unnecessary anxiety. We having lots of anxiety we are carrying in our heart, and we feel that oh we are the one of person that's who is suffering in this world. But just after reading, we will come to know that's why we are suffering, and what is why that's what is the cause of that, and how come, how soon we can come out from this. All the solution have given there. So we should try to understand the things. When we will see in a sloka number 21, that's the Lord is describing here. That's such a man of understanding act with mind and intelligence. Sorry, 1 second. I came in 4th chapter. Sorry, third 21. Yeah. Yeah. Here, Lord is telling, whatever action a great man perform, common man follow, and whatever a standard he set by exemplary act, all the world pursue. So, in Asloka, that's in we are discussing 22nd and 21. He is telling that's the all the leaders, that's the who is in higher position, whatever they do, common people used to see that and they used to follow it. Our leaders are also following. That's they are understanding these things. That's whatever we will do, our citizen will follow it. They are not following anything. They are mostly either they are corrupt, they are what to say. That's polluted, corrupt, or anything we can say. They are doing all the unnecessary things. They are doing it. Most of the leader having that's the corruption charges. They having criminal records, and due to that our population is that our normal people also used to see that if our hero is like that, our leader is like that, we will also follow it. Why? Because common people, that's Bhagavad Gita itself telling who our leader, our the society leader, the way they live their life, common people used to follow it. So it is required in our society to be that's the honest person as a leader, uh, or that's the who can live their life exemplary and show the common person that's we should live, we should go in this path, we should not get diverted, we should not go in wrong direction. That is very required in even if you will see in that's the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's he was he has given a very great example of preaching. That's the he have set one a standard of preaching. That's how to do preaching. He have set and he have shown one example from himself. Okay, that's what should be the standard of preaching. The, from there, uh, people used to inspire it, get inspiration from there, and they used to do their duty. They used to perform. So such type of leaders are required in our society. If the leaders itself is not good, if then people will not do the. So same things here Lord is telling in Asloka, our 22nd. That's the नामे पार्थ स्थित कर्तव्यम. That's the koi. That's the no. I am not bounded with any duty. But where in this three, that's a trisu lokeshu kinchana. That's in this three world. That's in three planetary system. I am not bounded to do any work. But why I am doing here? Because nana vaptam vaptavyam varta evacha karmani. That's nothing is going to pound it. But why I am doing? Because when the people will see who is following me, they will that's act in same way. So if I will not do, if that's he has born as a Lord Krishna was born as a Kshatriya, and as a king, if he will not do, he will not perform his duty, then what the citizen, normal citizen will do? They will not follow. They will also not follow the. That's my king is not performing his duty. Why I should perform it? So they will also not perform their duty. So set the example. Lord came himself in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Do we think that Krishna have required to come in the battlefield of Kurukshetra and he had to draw the chariot of Arjuna? It was not required at all. His wish was enough to finish the war. But he came only to teach us that it is required to be bound with our karma, and that is the karma yoga. That's we should know that's which is the path we are going, which is connecting with Lord. Which so that is more important for us. So we always having that we used to emphasize when we will see that 1 second there have one yes, Lord himself had given the teaching that's how we should come and become exemplary. If you will see our leaders when they comes how they used to become powerful, we used to go and cast the vote. From there they used to get, they win and they becomes leaders. after election. So we should also think that's when we are going to cast the vote, are we thinking that's the character of person, that's are they good or not, how they behave in society. We don't think about that. Just simply we go and some our benefits that we used to see, I'm getting here from these things, I'm getting these things from there, I'm getting, on the basis of that we used to cast the vote. If honest person will come, we will not cast the vote. So basis of that we are getting leader. The leaders are inspiring the mass of people, and in this way our society is getting diverted from their way. It should not be like that. Our leaders should be strong, our leaders should be determined towards their life. That's what they are doing. They should be dedicated, they should be exemplary. Once they will become exemplary, people will learn automatically become, that's they will get inspired, and they will work in a proper way. They will learn from them. Here that's if you will see Bhagavad Gita, a sloka number, chapter 4, a sloka number 9. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम यो योति यतत्वत यक्त्वा देहि पुनर्जन्मम नाति नाति मामेति. So Arjuna, that he is telling that's one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activity does not upon living and living the body take his birth again in this material world. Here he is telling that those who knows the transcendental natures. When the Lord appears in this world, that's that time with the that time he appeared with that full of decorated jewelry, and he was with cloths and decorated jewelry when he appeared. Then their parents prayed them, that's they requested them, that's you come in normal form. Then he become that took he took the form of normal baby. That's either he, when he first time appeared in front of Devaki Vasudeva, when he appeared on this earth, that time he was he appeared with that whole jewelry. The jewelry was there, and he was decorated with full ornament. He was having cloths and everything with 4 arms. He was like that. But after then, once their parents requested, when their devotee requested him to become a normal baby, become a normal, he become normal baby. So it is not that this is not like that. So he is not a normal person that's who requires some attention to do anything. He is full sufficient in himself, but still he is doing his duty. Whatever prescribed in Shastra, he is doing. Why? Because general people will do that work. If he will not do, who will do? Do we think that because Lord was appeared as a child, he required anything? He does not require anything. Even he is a child, he is a young, he is in any stage. That's he does not require any. He is full self-sufficient. Even that's if you see that Lord, we used to offer bhoga. By glance, one glance he can having that that's whatever we used to offer bhoga, he can take it. Even not even glance, while we are praying the mantra, after just hearing the mantra, that's some devotee is praying me, he can have, he can accept your bhoga. So that much powerful, from any senses he can do any work. It's not like that we having ear, so only for hearing, that's we can't do any other things. So Lord is not like that. He is perfect. From anything he can do anything. Nothing is impossible for him. So in the same way, that's we having one example of a Lord. That's anyone know about Madhavendra Puri? Anyone have heard about that? Either Khirchor Gopinath. Not. There is a pastime of Lord. Lord wished that he got offered from devotee that kheer, they offered kheer to Lord. So Lord wants that this kheer should go to one his particular devotee, is known as Madhavendra Puri. So because he want to get that kheer, he want to give it that kheer, he want to offer that prasadam to his devotee. He took that bowl and keep it beside him. That's beside the deity. No one kept it. It was offered in front of him. One bowl it went beside the deity. Do we think that it can be possible for us? Someone kept one plate in front of us, and ideally we are sitting here, and somehow bowl will come beside us. Is it possible? It is not possible. If you will read that, I don't want to go there because it's a long story, long pastime of Lord. It's so sweet that if you will hear that, we will laugh like anything. Is it possible the Lord can do like that? So he kept it. That's one bowl of kheer that he kept besides himself, and that's in when they went for that remove the offer, that whatever they have offered to make it for prasadam, that time they came to know that their one bowl is missing. So in night time, in the dream of Pujari, he told that, came and told that the one bowl I have kept it beside me. Go and take that ball and give it to this person. So this is the power of Lord. One time, that's, if you will see, it's a pastime in Odisha, that's the Lord have performed this pastime. One time, that's a deity, that's one, two Brahmana went to Vrindavana. So one Brahmana was old and one Brahmana was too young. So young Brahmana served in the way when they were going, in the way that young Brahmana has served the old Brahmana. There was so old Brahmana has one daughter. He having many sons and many child, and he having one younger daughter. So he committed in front of Gopalji, that's in Vrindavan, Krishna, that he will marry with her daughter with him. And he came back. Once they returned to in Odisha, once they returned it, so that Brahmana asked that you told that you will marry your daughter to me. Now you should marry. So that time, yes, you know that past time. Okay. So that time that person refused because their family member does not supported him. That's no, that you should not marry your girl to that person. He is not that much eligible. So that person told, no, I never told like this. You are liar, you are lying, you are cheater. That's I never told. So that younger Brahmana again went to that Vrindavan and requested that Krishna, that's you are only, that's proof, you are only Sakshi, that's you should come with me and become a proof, that's in front of you only, that's Lord, that's that Brahmana have told me. So he went with him by walk, and we know that this is known as Sakshi Gopal. If you will go in Odisha, it's a nearby, that's around 40-50 kilometers from Bhubaneswar, you will know that this is known as Sakshi Gopal. So that much power, that's do you think that's one stone deity, if you will keep a stone here, it will go from here to Vrindavan to Odisha, like thousand kilometer or 1500 kilometer, it will around 1500 kilometer. Will it go? It can't go. But this is the God grace, that's nothing is impossible for God. But still he is performing the duty only to show that we should do our karma, we should not get involved in unnecessary things, we should perform our duty. In that, there are lots of things to tell, but time is not allowing. Yeah. But in last, that I will tell that the Krishna is omnipotent, that he can perform anything. But he used to do mostly, he used to do prescribed duty, whatever prescribed duty only he used to do. But in the love of devotee, sometimes he used to break the rule of scriptures. He used to break it. But we are not, that's we should not see, and we should not try to imitate it, because he is Lord, he can do anything. Like Lord Shiva, like Lord Krishna, that's he was 8-year-old when he lifted Govardhan. Around 8 years old when he lifted the Govardhan, he was only 8 years old when he lifted. Lord Shiva, He used to drink. He drank the poisons. Any normal, if someone is going to imitate it, is it possible for them? It is not possible for general people. So we should learn from scriptures. We should follow the instruction of scriptures. We should never try to imitate it. So that we should learn it. Okay, that's whatever we have given scriptures. We should learn it. We should try to implement it our life, but we should not try to imitate it. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone having any question or doubt? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for the class. Actually, there are 14 planetary systems, right? 14.
Yeah.
Here we are only mentioning 3 planetary systems. Why?
Just he covered like top one is top one, middle one, and last one. It middle, that's it is exist, but most that's just he try to tell. That's normally what we used to tell: Swargaloka, Bhuloka, Patal Normally we used to tell. That's why it's I have indicated there.
Minimization.
Huh. So again he have to tell all.
14.
So that's why he is indicating that nothing is to do. He had nothing had to do in this world, not in this plan. In whole universe, he had nothing to do. Not here only. That's in he have nothing to do. Oh, how come universe come out from pore of Vishnu, no? Mahavishnu? So the things it is coming from his pore. There he have to do anything from his wish. Without his wish, we cannot do anything. Even one grass of blade is moving. That's it's a wish of desire of that Lord. Then only it is by sanction of grace of Lord. Then it's moving from even a single inch. Other it cannot. We cannot move.
What we face miseries in life is also wish of Lord.
No, that is our karma.
That is our.
That is our karma. But because you have done wrong thing, not you, mean we have done wrong thing. So that's the karma result. It is our karma result.
Feels left and dislike.
Anyone, that's it's a too complicated algorithm. That's once it will get fructify, that time only you will get it. If you will read Shastra, that's in Bhagavatam itself, we will see that's like to whom I is in very famous story, Bharat Maharaj. He got attached to deer in his Bharat when he was a king, when he was in one prasthala that time. But when he got that result, he took another birth as a deer. No? Karma he had done in last previous birth, he was becoming a deer in this birth. So we should. It's a once your that's the pop. That's whatever karma you have done. It will fructify. That you will. That time you will get result. Even you will when you will read the story of Dhritarashtra. That's the he fought 100 son. He did lots of pious karma. Once he collected, he gathered the all pious karma got collected. That time Mahabharata, he became kings and Mahabharata happened and his all son got killed. Hare Krishna. Close it. Prabhu. Close it. Any question, anyone? No?